Today, I'll share some tips to help you improve the FPS in the new Digimon game. So don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get started. Looking at the specs here, the minimum requirements are an i5 8th Gen CPU, a 4GB GPU, and around 27GB of storage on an SSD or HDD. I definitely recommend using an SSD for better performance. With that setup, you should be able to run the game at 1080p 60 FPS on low settings. Inside the game, there aren't many graphical options to tweak, but there are a few that make a difference. On PC, press C to open the menu, then click the gear icon to access Options Graphics Settings. Here's something most people don't realize. Sometimes you have a weaker PC but a 4K or QHD monitor, and your system can't handle those higher resolutions properly. That's a big issue if you're trying to play smoothly. In that case, I recommend lowering the resolution ideally to Full HD, 1920 by 1080. On a 4K or 2K screen, the game might look a bit blurry, but it's often the best way to gain more FPS. When you lower the resolution, the game runs faster but looks less detailed. It's always a trade-off depending on your monitor. You can also enable TAA, which might give you a small FPS boost. I also recommend capping your FPS at 60. If your PC is very weak, you might even want to set it to 30 FPS. Don't try to force 144 Hz because that'll push your system too hard. You can also disable other graphic options and test different presets depending on your hardware. Under General Preset, you can switch everything to high, medium, or low and see what works best. Setting everything to low can improve performance. The game will look worse, of course, but it'll run smoother. Keep in mind that on some PCs, lowering everything to the minimum can actually make performance worse, especially if it shifts more load onto your CPU. If you want to reset everything back to default, just press Tab and confirm. Overall, this game doesn't have a lot of graphical settings, probably because it's already quite lightweight. You can still lower texture quality or anisotropic filtering if you want a few extra FPS. Just remember, the visuals will take a hit. And that's it. Those are some quick tips to help you boost performance in the new Digimon game.